So today is May 28th, 2022, and this is the second video to continue for the morning of today, May 28th, 2022, going for 10 a.m. in the morning. And yesterday I had partly defrosted the frozen Tofurky. It comes frozen in a box. For part of the day in a saucepan. Initially, I kept in the back of the refrigerator yesterday after taking it out of the freezer for the first time since I've had it for about a week or so. And then for the second part of the afternoon, I put in the saucepan to defrost. It takes about 24 hours. And I'd say realistically, it only took about 12 hours or so. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, it did take 24 hours total back of the fridge, and yesterday afternoon and evening in the saucepan, just like sitting on top of the stove top. No heat or anything was applied. And then I had put it back in the fridge, but towards the front end of the fridge. Now, this morning I thought it was funny because maybe one day for the beginning of this documentary, it kind of looks like a horror film, but yet it's plant-based. All right. The other reason why I decided to continue a second video, whereas the first one I had forgot to mention before ending the recording, was that I'm going to include a little organic ginger powder over it. Even though it already has ginger in there, I want to add a little extra on top with 100% maple syrup. I'm going to glaze it with 100% maple syrup and put like about 2 tablespoons of ginger over it. Because what the maple syrup does, it has a high magnesium content in maple, 100% pure maple syrup, just like agave nectar. In my case, I'm one of those people who are susceptible to getting really drowsy and conking out on the couch if I have too much magnesium. I'm able to determine that because it's only when I include it as like an ingredient that would stick out like a sore thumb in comparison to the other ingredients that I would normally use. So to counteract that, I know that ginger would work theoretically, and it's a bit of a hypothesis, yet it's more of I'm more confident in that area because I know how my body reacts to ginger, where ginger regulates melatonin. I'm one of those people where it works really well at regulating sleep-wake cycles. So during the daylight hours, like right now, it gives me more energy, the ginger. Where at nighttime, in addition to, let's say, higher concentrations of vitamin B6, in addition to any other ingredient that I include, like usually sesame tahini, not in this recipe or anything, that has tryptophan. The B6 and the tryptophan also regulates melatonin, just like the ginger, which at nighttime causes drowsiness, but during the daytime I get a boost of energy. So that would counteract the effects from the higher magnesium content when sweetening it or glazing it with the 100% pure maple syrup, in addition to ginger powder. See? So the ginger will keep me awake and counteract the drowsiness that I would get as a side effect from the higher magnesium content that I would glaze it with the 100% pure maple syrup. See? I'm only using about like a teaspoon of the 100% pure maple syrup over it. So, I'll open this up. Carefully. The steak knife. Do not try this up. Oh, okay, here. Alright. Plant-based surgery. So I sliced it halfway, you see. I'll just peel it off, basically, and then there, demonstrate. This is the recording. Make sure there's no plastic attached to it. Oh, look at that. There's a stuffing in the center of these. It smells really good, actually, already. It's a really nice product. It costs around $20 or so on average, usually. It's a 1, 2, 3 type of thing, but yet you have to defrost it if they come frozen. Sometimes they come refrigerated. It all depends on also the time of the year. You know, right now it's May. It's not Christmas. Whereas during Christmas time, they may have in the refrigerated section of the store. That's about half a teaspoon. Oh, it's okay. So I'll put about 2 tablespoons worth over it. It spreads out, you know, evenly. Okay. And we'll include